So it's Michael Luongo. I'm in downtown Freehold after seeing the Bruce Springsteen movie, Deliver Me From Nowhere. And if you did see the movie, what they kept showing again and again was this corner where the Freehold bottle shop is. And so they kept showing it again in black and white, in modern days during the late 70s, early 80s, during the Nebraska period. And it is a real corner. It was really filmed here in Freehold. It's the corner of South Street and Main Street. And since I can remember as a child, it is a liquor store, and it was also meant to represent Bruce Springsteen's father's alcoholism in this. And so it's kind of interesting that it is a place that you can really see and that they really filmed in. And it's right behind me. So it's November 6th, 2025, and a few things that I'll say about the film. It was fascinating to see it. It was fascinating to also see it in Freehold. Friend Alice is filming me. It was a bit slow, I will say that about the film. 2 hours and 15 minutes, and with half an hour of previews, it's a long night to see the film. But I'm very glad that I came to see it in Freehold. And even my old boss in Hong Kong commented when he saw the film, is like, oh, I got to actually see things from Freehold, like where you grew up in that film, having seen it on another continent. So that's really fascinating. I do think they also used Asbury Park very well, though there were some interesting things where they did really film in the Stone Pony. They also rebuilt the Carousel, which is also interesting because the Carousel was actually sold off in the 1980s because Asbury Park thought, oh, it didn't need such a thing anymore, and it would use that money to raise money for a Michael Jackson museum of all things. It's a crazy part of Asbury Park's history. I don't know if they're keeping that rebuilding of the Carousel there. I've got to figure that out and find that out from friends in Asbury. And then when they also showed the convention hall, what's interesting is they did not try to bring back the way it looked like in the 70s, early 80s. There are these bronze ornaments, dolphins that were stolen in the middle of the night once. And if you know Asbury Park, you know all those blank spaces once had beautiful bronze ornamentation that had disappeared. So it was interesting they didn't try to recreate that part, though they did rebuild the Carousel, which is in another area of town, that round building. If you're also familiar with 1980s music, Debbie Gibson filmed Only in My Dreams on that Carousel, so you can actually see that Carousel in that video. So those are some of my thoughts. It was a very cerebral film. I'm not sure really what I was expecting, and they really tried to put you in his head visually while he was thinking through the music and that time period. And I wasn't very familiar with the alcoholism of his father, for example. So that was really interesting to learn about. It was a very different view of Bruce Springsteen from the museum exhibit, which was based on his archives, which was here in downtown at the Monmouth County Museum and is now archived at Monmouth University. They did not have posters of the Bruce Springsteen film, though, at the cinema. So we took selfies with the digitized version that kind of flashed really quickly, but they said they just had it up for a couple days and then they took it down, and just silly to me. And it was beautiful cinematography. I think the use of the lenses, the framing, the coloration, and even some of these details from back then. There's like the plastic holder with the paper cups inside, just lots of beautiful little details in this recreation of that time period. So those are some of my thoughts. I'll have more thoughts, but again, this is what you kept seeing in the movie, and it is a real place here in downtown Freehold at the corner of Main Street and South Street, and it's in the movie, and it's a place you can see in real life. All right, Ciao, ciao, bye-bye, ciao for now. It's Michael Luongo in downtown Freehold, New Jersey. My hometown as well as Bruce Springsteen's.